My
Yeah, go ahead.
question is, what percentage of the world are going to be able to understand and comprehend it? Because this is the problem that I see with these advancements, is the fact that they are expansion sets. You know, you can play old rules, and then you can buy the next expansion set, and then the level of complexity becomes more and more difficult. And what you generally where and this is not detrimental, because obviously there are people that are going to be very engaged by this sort of thing, and there are people that buy every single expansion set that comes out. But the problem is, the more levels of complexity that you add to something, you increase that level of ability to entry, you know. And that's what I see is going to be difficult, that you know, these expansion sets, first you have to get people into Hex first and understand all of that complexity before they can even understand the additional rules. And I think that's going to be a little bit of a setback, because it's going to take, you know, exponentially more time for them to learn these other things do exist. We're having enough trouble just getting people to understand the basic concept of Hex is a code, dude. It makes Hex.
It's crazy that you bring up expansion packs, because back in the beginning, David Feeder used the analogy of Catan and Catan Knights. Did you not? You remember that? Like, everyone was trying to wrap their head around just Hedron. He goes, this is an expansion pack. So you have Hex the game, which is like Catan, and then you got all these other functions, and now Icosa is like 3 expansion packs around the whole outside of the board, right?
Yeah. So I saw, I think, your original tweet on that, Johnny, and I liked it because it got me thinking about that a lot. And here's kind of the response that I've come up with. The value of a system is independent of the people who use it. The price is dependent on the number of people who use it, because as you adopt more, the price goes up. But the value of the system is independent of whether or not people participate or not. You know, Hex is the value doesn't change if more or less people participate in it. It's just the price that changes if more or less people participate in it, more or less. And so if we accept that premise, and then we also accept, then I think it also follows another premise from that, where there is the opportunity of a system is inversely proportional to the amount of people who are using it. And that's just a fancy way of saying the earlier you get in, the better. So if we can identify a system that has value, and the ability to understand and unlock that value is dependent on some kind of intellectual understanding of the system, and you see its multiple levels of abstraction on top of an already very strong system, and it's going to take longer for people to get there, that's just opportunity for those who put in the work and those who put in the understanding to get there first.